Hello and welcome to episode 9 of my hardcore series. I might be a bit quieter this episode simply because it is really early in the morning for me. I have no other time to stream this apart from early in the morning. You might be wondering why I'm looking at the floor. I play with a texture pack normally. Guess what? This looks like normal textures. What does that mean? I have a different texture pack on. And it's all snowier. So everything's just a little bit snowier. Not everything, but most things. I do plan to release this at some point, like along with a video before Christmas. So look out for that. So first up, we're just gonna get some snow just to spread around the place. Get some snowmen or something. We might have to go on a little bit of an adventure. Yeah, because I've been busy, I've set myself other things. I haven't really been streaming. So it's not really streamness or something for me. So that's, yeah, it's because I've been making this. I won't talk anything else about this video, but just look out for a video on there, on my channel, before Christmas. Hopefully around the 24th. You may have noticed some things different about everything. So first of all, we've got dandelions I've turned into stars. Endermen are completely normal. I'm going to just ignore that. I haven't done it for skeletons, but some of the mobs, they do in fact have snow on them. I've decorated doors with holly wreaths. It's just everything's more Christmassy. Now you might recognise the texture on the chests. If you've played Minecraft for long enough, this is the texture that normally goes onto the chests at Christmas. Now, I was tempted to change the texture of ladders, however I thought it would look weird, the type of texture I wanted it to be, with like ladders like this. As you may see, I've got some oak trapdoors, but they're not quite oak trapdoors. Again, something else I've changed is I've turned oak trapdoors to look like snow. Just decorate this house, a little bit of snow on the outside. The way I've designed my house, it's a bit tricky, I suppose, to do some, to put snow on there, but I'll find a way. If it looks good enough, I might end up keeping these with normal trapdoors. Like, if the trapdoors really do add to the build, then yeah, I'll keep them. So I was not expecting to have to stream this early, and then I panicked, not realising that I was so busy. I say so busy because it's inconsistent. We don't know when we're going. I can't exactly just be like, oh yeah, it's safe to stream now. Oh wait, we're going now. So this morning was pretty much the greatest time I could have, and I've been busy. I've set myself a lot of tasks. Not like real life busy, but like online busy. Merry Christmas, I haven't actually said yet. I keep meaning to say when I get myself busy with words. If you don't end up seeing any of my videos or something, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a very good Christmas. Yeah, because I think it's time to get into the Christmas spirit, Christmas festive. Because I'm gonna be honest, as much as I look forward to Christmas, I don't know why. I just don't like the build up to it. I'm not so festive-y. So you can't see what I'm looking at, but hopefully, like I've said, I'm gonna be building a Santa's sleigh. For some reason, it's probably because I'm running around a lot more or something, but my hunger bar seems to be going down a lot more recently. Yeah, the other day I kind of sent this message, and it was a bit weird. It was, but it really just showed a little bit who I am. Like, what? Like, I can't stop. I can't go without go a sentence without saying like or something. Very good filler. Just because it's a word rather than yes, apples. They are in fact snowy. You can call that icing if you really want. Instead, I don't know why I decided to make it snowy. It was just a quick fix. I don't make. I changed some of the foods, not all of the foods. In terms of when I release it, it's probably gonna be about this date. in terms of what it looks like and whatever. Decided to go with default textures. Now, if I were to put, let's say, this pack on, deleted some of the textures that I haven't changed, what it'll do is it'll render them. So I could have some things that are 16 by 16 from one pack and some things that are 32 by 32 from another pack. So you see, like, bread here. Oh, that's different. But the apples, that's the same, because I edited it. Yeah? I don't know whether, because I've changed, like, the foliage and the kind of how Minecraft maps out how green something looks depending on its biome. I changed that to white. Mostly white, anyway. I went over it with a few layers of a pack white. And basically, I don't know whether it can only interfere with stuff in one pack, in its own pack, and the default Minecraft texture pack, or not, because I found that some of this grass here, for some reason it doesn't update to look like that. I found I just kind of, like, wander around, talk, and, like, not do much, because I find if I'm doing lots, like, I kind of pause quite a lot more, or I'll just say, you know, lots of fillers, because I'm concentrating on that. Because I can find I just stare at the screen, even if I am autopilot, I'll stare at the screen or something, and just kind of go, oh, I don't need to say much. Oh wait, I do need to say stuff. I'm streaming. I'm live. My question is whether I keep it so that it's here all year round. It's always here, or whether I take it down and build it up every year. I don't know. I'll probably decide that after Christmas or something. Yeah, I feel like now I'm coming to do this, I feel like, oh, I should have done that, I should have done this. So what I might do is maybe next year I'll update things, or perhaps I'll keep updating it every now and then. You can start to see it coming along quite a bit. I try to adapt this kind of design to as much as I can for me, rather than just copying it straight off the internet, which I feel a little bit bad about. What I like about Twitch is that you can see who's followed you, but on YouTube you can't quite see who's subscribed unless they've got their subscriptions public, which is like, oh, because I am interested, like, who's following me, who's not, or maybe I can check them out or something, because I genuinely want to know, especially if I'm only getting like one sub, like, who's followed me. Especially because I don't know who it is, whether it's someone from my family, or whether it's someone random offline, or whether it's someone I know or not. Right, that's going to be a mini episode. I'm really busy at the moment, so I'm not going to do it there. What my meaning is, I took out a bunch of sand and gravel from there, and it's just left this kind of messy hole between the two things, between this lake and the ocean. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it all into one. What is this? I don't remember my hunger bar going down so quickly. Well, that's because I'm taking damage, and so that's having to fill up my hunger bar. Probably. Yes, I changed the texture of glass. Just make it look a bit frostier. It's not the greatest texture pack, obviously. I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I wouldn't say I'm the greatest, but I am quite good at sketching things. However, what I want to be good at is stuff like art for games and stuff, just because I want to be like a indie developer. Well, I want to be a developer, even if that means I will be an indie developer, where I have to make the music, the art, and whatever. I'm not the greatest artist in terms of the sense of like a pixel art kind of trying to make art for games, which is a little bit ironic. I'm better at doing art in real life than online. I've got so much to do and so little time to do it, and I did say I'd try to make a plan of what I wanted to do last week. I did have a quick attempt at that. Those leaves, I don't know how, I don't know why, but those leaves always, for some reason, have just stayed the same colour, which is actually really helpful because they are meant to be evergreen, and I suppose that is quite useful. More than likely to need some more shears. Because shears don't have... It's either because of how fast you can go through all these leaves, or they don't have very much durability. Probably a bit of both, you know. But they seem to always disappear quite quickly. I can see any snow around here. I might, I'll go pick it up. Still haven't seen any snow. Still want some more snow. I made the grass quite white. I wanted to keep its kind of colours, to have this variation in it. But then it ended up looking a bit weird. So I ended up putting a few more layers. But I still wanted to have it so that it isn't every piece of grass is completely white or something. I wanted to have it still, it's sort of slightly biome dependent, just mostly white and looks snowy. So yeah, I keep trying to say this, but I have like 2 cats named Patch and Dandy. We've had them for a while, since they were quite young, for like 6-7 years now. I'm not entirely sure anymore. Might be the 8th or something. The point is, I have cats, and I feel like I've been neglecting them a little bit more. I feel like I have been, just because I think I've realised it. Whether or not I have is a different matter. When they want to, I'm just like trying to play with them or whatever. And I normally end up scaring them away. So I've been trying to make more of an effort to play with them and whatever. Like I've mentioned in previous episodes, I've said I'm quite shy and whatnot. I often, I'm not very good at just naturally speaking, and I need to come up with stuff to say. And I think, especially when I come up with stuff, I come up with, so much stuff, like at night or something, but end up forgetting about it. What I did was I turned sea pickles into baubles, blue baubles. You could probably change the colour. I'll go into the sea and get some of these. Honestly, I wish I was just a bit louder, but I don't know how. It looks like when I'm looking at the green bar of me speaking, it looks like I'm going quite loud. The point of this is meant to be more of a, let's build my confidence, let's see what I can do, let's just entertain, you know. Next year I'll build a giant Christmas tree. Or a bit bigger than that, maybe. But yeah, I just went into the files, changed a few textures, decided to do it default Minecraft just because probably most people are default Minecraft. Also, if I did choose a texture pack, it would probably be a bit weird, because even if most people used a texture pack, only a small minority would use that specific texture pack. So therefore, probably default textures are probably the best in terms of making a texture pack. Turn the vines into Christmas lights. So now all the trees that have vines on them have lights on them. Basically, I've built a world to go along with this texture pack, so I did make it in mind that it would fit this world. And plus, sea pickles, you can easily get them from creative menu. Texture, I found it was probably the best. They do look, they float a bit, and the texture's a bit funny because I haven't completely created all of it, so it looks like there's bits missing, and it's a bit funny. But I don't know how to change any of this stuff. Neither do I know how to change item names or whatever. Just if I change an item name, it would just be like, what is this item? But yeah, I did try to put as much as I can in that I thought, and then I was like, yeah, this seems pretty done. I'm quite busy otherwise. I don't really have much time to finish this off or whatever, so I'm pretty much done here. I know I could have done more. Maybe I could have turned horses into reindeer or something, you know. That's something I'm just going to have to look into in the future. Behold, sugarcane, as you may have guessed it, candy cane. I didn't know how to put a top onto it, so like you can see there, but it looks quite good as a thing, and I thought, oh, it's probably the best. Because, you know, sugarcane, candy cane, sound pretty similar. It's strange doing this in the morning. It's gonna be quite early for most people. It's quite early for me. I want to do one last thing. I want to do one more thing, except it's probably going to take a while. It doesn't look so bad at the time, but I know it's quite big. Oh, I heard a meow. He's going up. Yeah, because we have this kind of gaming table. It's kind of got a lot of kind of little figures from Warhammer and whatever on it. And my cat enjoys going onto there, but he also enjoys, because of the windowsill, he likes to get to the windowsill. Yeah, he likes enjoying sitting in the windowsill. just staring out at the sun. For some reason it's sunny. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create some sort of brick hut or something, but obviously that's not going to happen. Ah, yes. Spruce saplings. I've decided to decorate it almost as a Christmas tree. And see there, looks a bit strange, looks a bit odd, but I mean, at least it's somewhat festive. So I decided, oh, I might as well just get festive. It's almost Christmas now. I'll end up waking up early on Christmas Day, which isn't always the greatest. Especially as I just wake up early, quite normally, but I mean like really early, and I won't get to sleep or something. So obviously hyping up Christmas is gonna hype me up and not make me get to sleep as well. And I've just noticed that I keep referring back to the old episodes, and I don't know how good that actually is, and I don't know how much I should probably do that or how much I shouldn't do that. But I do keep referring back to it because I'm like, oh, I could have added this on, but oh no, I can't anymore. Because I'm kind of person to like think about what I'm gonna say, then I'm missing my shot to say it, so I end up having to go back on and like say, oh yeah, you know that conversation we had before or something. Oh, this is what I was trying to say or what I meant to say, but didn't end up saying. But yeah, I haven't entirely explained what I was trying to say earlier. I was trying to say, like, I basically sent this message, and then the way I kind of responded to it, it definitely, I think it showed the kind of person I am. It's like, ooh, okay. So it's like, I was like, oh, so sorry for causing a mess, and chaos or whatever. It's like, well, it's fine. I just felt I needed to apologise or something, and like, I think because I am quite apologetic, and I don't normally like to start fights, and I can be quite an awkward person. I can. I can't believe it's already December. This is like been the fastest year. I know everyone's going to say this has been so slow, just because of everything that's happened. But genuinely, to me, it has been so fast just because I have spent most of my time doing what I want to. The thing is, my type of personality doesn't exactly always fit kind of like the YouTube loud personality, but I do want to become a YouTuber, and I've always looked up to these kind of people, because I can either build it one of two ways. Two very distinct styles, both quite hot, like wintry home type of things. I think I might. One is bigger, one is more complicated. So tell you what, because it's still winter and this is more of a winter home, which we normally, well, most people probably associate with Christmas, but it's not necessarily Christmassy, it's just more wintry. So I suppose I could finish off next episode. And there's still things I want to say, actually. So I think if I get some foundations down, I don't care how how finished I am, because I still need to have lunch, and then I'm going out, in brackets, later, just do like one or two things, which is when I probably would have streamed it normally. The only Christmassy part of this is really just what I've been doing. I mean, I think there needs to be something that just says, yes, that's Santa's sleigh, just a little bit more. I'll investigate into that, try and find some sort of design. If I manage to get this done in survival, this is going to be so good. I mean, it's good and creative, but I mean, if done in survival, it's going to be, oh yes. About a week ago, just after I finished recording the last episode of this, I was told to clean my room, basically. I'll do, but I used to collect like gem zones and whatever, and I just found, oh yeah, I remember doing that, and like, I don't know, I just had something for collecting them. I don't know what was so special, I just did, and that was really interesting. So I did swap them around a bit, but I just something really weird. Like, it's like, oh yeah, because I don't do it much. Not that I go out much. Normally when I buy things, especially from like when I'm away or something, there's normally kind of like a memory token kind of things. And these aren't really, they kind of are. But I've got so many of them that they might as well not be. Going for a little while now, almost 2 hours. I'm just thinking, I don't have much more to say. I'm running out of ideas, and I'm just practically talking to myself. I might work on this in between episodes. I might not. It all depends. I shall either be recording a special episode at the time this releases, or I shall be streaming. So check that out. Also, check me out around Christmas. Probably Christmas Eve, because I shall release a video there. I know this isn't going to be our normal ending, but thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next. If you stick around, I shall see you around Christmas. Otherwise, see you next week. Goodbye.